He's leaked it all. I can't believe it.
You said more than once to him, the situation for Labour is dire.
I know, because he's also saying, oh, Jeremy Corbyn's going to win. So it's it's joshing around. And he's leaked it. I can't believe it. I mean, we're supposed to be mates, and we're winding each other up and teasing each other. At one point, I call him a nervous Nelly. And then, this is a mate I spent 3 weeks with going around America, and he's leaked it all. It's pretty... Obviously, not going to go for a drink with him again.
And you seem to say that Boris Johnson will have to F it up in the last week not to win. I mean, be honest, Jonathan Ashworth. You go on about honesty. You don't want misleading statements in this election. If you're saying this to a mate, you mean it.
Because he's saying to me, Jeremy Corbyn's going to win, and I'm trying to, wind him up.
Well, maybe he
back.
meant it. If you say...
I'm winding a mate up.
Well, hang on a minute. You seem to say, because I've got the transcript, Boris Johnson will have to F it up not to win.
Because he's saying Jeremy Corbyn's going to win, and I'm trying to sort of make him be complacent.
Sorry, did you
he's
say...
a Tory activist. I'm not trying to make him be complacent.
Did you say that? Did you say that to him?
Of course I said it, but I'm winding him up. I'm joshing with him. It's banter. I'm just saddened that a friend who I spent 3 weeks going around America with about 15 years ago has done that because he's a Tory activist. And look, it's banter, it's joshing. Of course,
okay. Was this banter? You also said the party effed it up when they chose Corbyn.
But he's
failed to get rid of him.
We're having banter with each other.
Sorry, we're joking so you didn't mean that either?
We're joking around. No, I don't mean it. I don't mean it because I'm joking around with my mate because he's a Tory and he's saying things like, oh, he's saying things like the Tories think the CCHQ Tories think it's getting closer. And look, if you leak it to Guido Fawkes, of course it makes me look like a right plonker. But it's not what I mean when I'm winding up a friend, trying to sort of, pull his leg a bit, as it were.
So hang on, let's be clear. When you said the party effed it up when they failed to get rid of Corbyn, you didn't mean that either?
No, I'm pulling his leg because he's saying stuff to me, saying, why don't you get rid of him? And
do you think Jeremy Corbyn is a threat to national security?
No, of course I don't. Of course I don't. And he makes this ridiculous comment to me about...
I can't tell what you mean and don't mean anymore.
Well, I'm joshing around with somebody who I thought was an old friend who's now leaked it to Guido Fawkes, an old friend who I... as I say, I've known for many years. He's a Tory, and we've always had a bit of banter together. I never expected him to do it, but I'm winding him up. I'm teasing him. He's been winding me up, saying, "Oh, everyone at CCHQ thinks it's going to be really close. It's going to be Corbyn's going to win, and all this sort of stuff." And we're joshing around with each other. But he's obviously in a panic because he thinks the Labour Party is going to win, which is why he's leaked our jokey conversation. Well, it's a shame because I thought he was a friend. He's clearly not a friend. Greg Baker, who's a Tory activist, was the former chair of Canterbury Conservative Association and used to work for Tory shadow ministers.
A couple more final questions, if I may.